So quite a few new teams this year in the 316 football, quite a few new faces as well. So I thought it might be a nice idea just to give people maybe a little bit of history of the 316 football, what it's about, where did it come from, where's it maybe going to go, and really what is it actually all about. For some people, 316 football is a bit of fitness on the off season. For some people it's a bit of crack, for some people it's a bit of slagging on the Facebook page, but for a few of us it's just about a little bit more than that. So there's some of us who've maybe been in 316 football from the start, whatever it was known as. Back in 2008 I was walking off the golf course at Loughgall, and the church that I went to at the time was playing an 11-a-side friendly match against Vibe at the time. And as I was walking off the football pitch, I think it was Peter Johnson who said to me, will you play for us? We're stuck. There was a guy called Van who was really badly injured, and I said to him, you've got to be kidding me. Me play football? No way, Jose. I don't play football, I'm a golfer. Or at least that's what I thought anyway. And I hadn't played football for maybe 6, maybe 7 years. But that was the start. So raced home around the corner, brushed the dust off my football boots, and that's where it all started off for me. Just a few 11-a-side friendly games. Then a year later, in 2009, another few 11-a-side friendly games. Never really went anywhere, never really got finished. Tried to organise something, didn't really work out. And then in 2010, we moved to Eden Villa with 5 7-a-side football teams, and at that time it was called the Churches World Cup. Again, nobody really knew much about it, wasn't really much organisation, just a bit of crack, and eventually started to grow and grow. And for those of us who are involved in it, we had no idea what was going to come next, whether it was just going to be a one-off. We had absolutely no idea, but thankfully God knew what was coming up. Then the following year, in 2011, we moved to Loughgall Country Park, where we had 8 7-a-side teams, and that year it was called Matthew 5 verse 16 League. Awful mouthful. Really what that stands for is let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. And that was really meaning to play football slightly differently. In the summer of 2012 then, we moved to the Mahon Road, where we had our first 16 teams involved in that, and that was the first year it was called 316 football. Last year then, we didn't really know where we were. We were at the Mahon Road, we were at the Anna, we were at the Rich Hill, and here we are now. If you'd have said to me 5, 6, 7 summers ago, this is where we'd be here now, I couldn't have really seen that happening. And where are we going to go in the future? I don't know really, only God knows about that. But as I said, what is it really all about? Is it about keeping that little bit of fitness? For some people, what is it really all about? But for us who are involved in 316, really what it's about one person, and that one person is Jesus. And it's about bringing a message to everybody who's willing to listen to that message. And ultimately what the message is 3:16, John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him, that they'll not perish but they'll have everlasting life. And you know, that's something that we need to seriously think about, something that we really seriously need to consider, you know. And as we walk off this football pitch tonight, whether we like it or not, we're making a decision. We're making a decision whether to accept Jesus or whether we're making a decision really to reject him. And you know, over the next 5, 6, 7 weeks that are left of it, you're going to hear stories from people, life-changing stories about what Jesus has done in their life. And you know, what we're here really for is to hopefully bring them people to you, and that hopefully God will challenge you through what they're going to say to you. So really, that's a little bit of background for those of you who are kind of new to 316 and really what it is about now.